and welcome back to Spin and Prog with me, Tara. And today, this is a very exciting day for the prog community. The new IQ album, Dominion, has been released. Oh my god. I'm not even joking. I stayed up last night and I was literally counting down the seconds to midnight. And the second it was released, I listened to it. I put in AirPods and I put it on. Oh my god. I was blown away. Absolutely, completely blown away. So what I did, right, was I wrote down notes as I was listening to it because I knew I'd want to make a video on it. I'm going to read those to you. But I just wanted to say I have been so excited for this album to come out. IQ are one of the Neo-Prog bands from the 80s, like Marillion and Palace. But I feel that with every release, they've just gotten better and better and better. And, you know, like Frequency, The Road of Bones, Resistance, they're the last three. And they are all, like, you're just hooked the whole time on those albums. They're incredible. And this is no exception. So they released a single from it, No Dominion. And I listened to that and I loved it. Now, I might be a bit biased because I adore mellotrons and Hammond organs and big sounds and, you know, build-ups to resolves and everything. And IQ just have that all over their music. So anyway, let me get into the notes I made. So it starts with the epic. The epic opens the album. So it's 22 minutes and 34 seconds long. What a way to start the album. Brilliant. So it's called The Unknown Door, and it starts very somber, and you can hear the actual war announcement from Downing Street when Germany were invading. And, you know, they did this at the start of Frequency when you could hear the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. And I love that. I love when they take elements like that and put it into the music. So like I said, it starts very somber, and then it just, I think it's like just before the 5-minute mark, it just bursts into this epic sound. So I wrote, bursts into incredible epicness, mellotron and Hammond organ all over, intense drums and great guitar and bass, unbelievable, goosebumps all over, I'm weak. How does Peter Nichols still sound so bloody good? OMG. And then in capital letters, big organ sound. I was texting Cody while I was listening to it going, oh my god, this is amazing. You know, I think this is my favourite release of 2025 so far. Sorry, Stephen Wilson. But I love that big sound, and those goosebumps were with me through the whole album. I'm not even joking. So after the epic song, it goes into a track called One of Us, and it's like the come down after the epic. It's very, very pretty song, like lovely acoustic guitar, really, really nice one now. And I must say, I did need that after the epic. I know a lot of people like to kind of keep going with that big sound and, you know, the kind of adrenaline, but lads, I'm not even joking, my heart was going 90. So when that came on, it was like, oh, okay, time to calm down now. So I wrote lovely acoustic track, like a cold shower, which is badly needed after the first track. Very pretty. And then, lads, it gets to the end of this acoustic track, and I'm not even joking, it just busts into No Dominion, the single that was released. It's awesome, absolutely brilliant. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that single because it's been out for a while now. It's an absolute banger of a tune, and that's what I wrote. It's really good, lovely mellotron, and they used a lot of kind of creepy sound effects on this album, which I love. So the next song is called Far From Here, and you can hear the sound of a musical box being wound up, and then it goes into that creepy, like, you know, xylophone kind of sound that you'd hear on a musical box. And I wrote, lyrics about being aimless, super eerie, creepy bells and sound effects, cool studio work, sound panning. So he was actually singing about like the left and right side of the brain at one point, and the sound was panning from the left and right sides. I love little touches like that. Phasers on the drums, unreal. Dirty, distorted guitar kicks in. Goosebumps are so intense right now. Mother of God. Heavy riffs. Phasers on the keyboards too. I can't express how awesome it was listening to this for the first time. It was just an incredible experience. I loved it. So then it goes into the last track, and yes, there are only 5 tracks on the album, but the length of them kind of makes up for that, but more on that in a minute. So the last song is called Neverland, and it's a very beautiful, lovely song. Kind of a love song about having to leave someone behind even though you don't want to. Gorgeous double bass sound, which, you know, I love Kate Bush and all those artists, so it was very reminiscent to that. Then it builds up into a big, beautiful crescendo. Absolutely stunning way to end the album. So my final notes on it were Mellotron and Hammond organ all over it. I said that in the first one. Along with other great instrumentation. Peter is on top form. Beautiful lyrical content. The way a prog album should be, like a roller coaster. I am absolutely floored. This is magnificent. Production is fantastic, nice and clean. The only bad thing I have to say about this is I wish it was longer, because it was so good. But like I said, the length of the tracks, you know, makes up for the fact that there's only 5. But I could have listened to that all night long. It was unreal. Yeah, I'm going to keep this video short because it's just me like freaking out over how awesome this album is. Please, please, prog fans, go and check it out. You are going to love it. People that are saying prog is dead, you have been proven wrong well and truly now by this one. I know we could have said that about the Steven Wilson album and all that, but this one, I just think it's a big, bombastic, gorgeous album. And that is what I like. I'm delighted with this. Love it. Like I said, I could be a bit biased with the, you know, love of the keyboards, Mellotron, organ. But everything about it was brilliant. Like, I'm not even just talking about the keyboards. I mean, every single thing about it was fantastic. Yeah, I had goosebumps consistently through the whole album, which is always a great sign. It was one of those magical moments, you know, when you hear something for the first time and you're just like, it's like a brain altering thing. That's what this was like for me. And I feel like it's going to be like that for a lot of you as well. So, highly, highly recommended by me. And please, if you go and listen to it, tell me in the comments what you think, because I want to see if anyone else is going to react like me, because I'm still like on a high after listening to it last night. Amazing. A great day for the prog community. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.